Okay, so what happened? Let's read this first paragraph again because we had a couple of notes, and the time remaining we're really down in note B. We need to get down onto number bet. But beer Indian asa miftakal the kolo shis. Ray Bibiro Meshula the Fio Rizal Shiniz Boyer. He says Al P Yitzchaim. He says the Zer Anpin Nikra Maftesh Kolo Shesh Kitzvais. Okay, we went through number Aleph then. It has only 6 kitzvos in its root. As a Pesach. That was the idea over there. Now we saw yesterday there was a blurb that he said, and he's kind of dealing with it too, that it says, it opens and it closes and it closes and it opens. It's like it has more than one function. Maybe that's what it is. Let's read down to the bottom, then we'll go to number bet. So these are 2 separate things. He gets both the mochim and the kli. So he says straight out that this is the yichud of ima and the bir rishona. Was nice of the zer anpin mochim the gimel rishonas, and then zer anpin gets then the mochim of the gar. Okay, those are the mochim the godless. Now we're now on number bet. See how easy it is to see down here at the bottom. It says Ray Besefer or Zerua. So what is it? Is it this Rabbi Meir Papyrus? Is that his first name? Meir Papyrus. Pri Eitz Chaim. He says over the Shehosiv Kan Bir Vizel Lashono Asa Miftakal Dekolo Shiz Shehu Zer Anpin. Okay. Nichta B'tzida, then it says like this, Omer Meir, so it says, V'chazakisi lahavin so the zeh, lama cover the zer anpen maftacha. Why is it called a key? Ki mitzan secha b'dibich of Rishonim, he says where he says this in Avodas Kodesh, etc. He said, Besod Omram Razal, the rabbi said, B'sechtes Ohlos, B'mafteach Halev, the key of the heart. So the Mafteach for what? The Lamed Bet. We played with some numbers yesterday. Hainu Vav Kitzvos. So he says Mafteach Halev is the Vav Kitzvos. Shekalula B'Teferes, which are all part of the concept of Teferes. V'Yisod the Ima Mistayim B'Makom Halev. And so also you have the Yisod of Ima. It stops at this place. Now let me see. He says, this is the place of the opening. This is the place of the key that opens. The Kalil Shiz, the Sham Stimas Pesach, and this is where the opening is closed, or the hiding of the closing of the Vidok. So all of that language there, trying to understand really what it means to open and close that he's talking about. This Vareba over the Kodesh Asham V'Zelashona. There's going to be some language over there. Let me see where it is. Here it is. Is a self-parrot comment the Besechtes Ochlis Manu Razal, the Rabb's count here. Shisha Evarim B'Mafteach Shalev. He says there are six different limbs, or something like that, limbs, on the key of the heart. So he said this key of the heart that's talking about in the higher worlds. Now that's really a verification of the thought, but we've had this thought for a little while. Let's go on and let's see if there's something else we could pick up. I guess we got to read over to the next page to get another number. So here we go. We'll do the best we can. So it says Ray Ba'or Yakar over there Shabir Khan the Fidarko La'el, according to what he said up above. Be'inin Umiftical Basroy. There was a key at the gates. In the gates. The Sa'ari Imam Niftach Sha'ari Imam, the gates of Ibn Niftachim the Hashbir Shefa Imam Tachtainin Ein Sham. Well, of course. Well, the Zech Bibir Khan the Sha'aracham Ibn Niftachim Besod. So now he's not talking about sealing, he's talking about opening. So he says, in the secret of birth, so the later, and how does this take place? The das does that, the zer anpin, the das is zer anpin. So she comes into the das is zer anpin. Let's go on. He says, because the das enters into these gates. This is moving upwards. V'yonik misham hashefa, and is able to feed off of the shefa that's there. V'zeh l'shonosham sha'arim vada l'chashpiam l'hamshichim, so really to pour out, stream out, extend down to them. Hem sha'arim asher beba hem nu'ulim, which are locked, but b'mena'ol with a lock. Tzrich mafteach l'poscha g'devrishno, so you need something to open it up. That's what we talk. The conversation changed. We're talking about opening now. Behind that's why it says that. The Sham Pirasha Bechidas Manol, this lock we're talking about, who sewed P Rechem Ladis Abonim. So let's say P, the one P, that word P, he says is the Rechem Ladis Abonim. So this is the womb where for the children are going to be born out of. Who sewed Pete Rechem Vadai. So it's opening up at that room. So this is aspect that's coming from Chochma, Me Chochma, Poiter Rachma Vadai. That's what opens up her Rechem. Now, going different directions, so I'm confused. So when she opens up Melamala from up above, which are all inside her gates are inside of her. There's 50 of them. They're shining inside of her. But if you want the shefa to come out, you need a key. She can She has to feed the kids, so she has to bore them out and feed them. Behind them, so that the Tiferes HaKol Shish Kitzvahs. And what is that? He says this is the secret of Tiferes, which has 6 different parts to it. It's a balanced scale. Below Sheish Kitzvahs, it's not the Sheish Kitzvahs themselves. He says Shehem Lamata Bechidas Abonim Ela L'Kolil Shish, that it has 6 in it. I'm not sure what the difference is here. He said once again the words were, he said Below Sheish Kitzvahs Atzman, not talking about them. Shehem Lamata Bechidas Abonim, because that represents the Bonim. The kolil shis that has 6 in it. Now, what does that mean? The hainu sod hadas, that is this das. It's the das that actually is the kolil shis. It has the ability to be able to generate the shis. Sod hadas, which is da haniknas al bina, that goes into bina, and as a result of that, moves it down. So he has only thing we're finishing now is that only thing he had on that is a site reference. Ray the Holon. He's going to get to that. For the shame the or Yakar, and there are some things here I'm not sure that I really understood by myself, and I'm hopefully we're going to get to that next time. Kol Tov.